Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the RIPUL 2019 Draft uh, Explanation and Tools. This is what the draft spreadsheet looks like, but you won't really need to interact with this much. Um, but you are going to have access to this sweet Captains drafting template, which is live linked to the draft so that you will hopefully have a super efficient drafting day. Um, the first thing you're going to do when you get the link to this RIPUL Captain's Drafting Template is make your own copy. So you're going to go to File, Make a Copy, and you can call it whatever you want. My own copy. Woo! All right. Once you've created your own copy, you can get rid of the original, close that, and you'll have something titled whatever you titled it in your Google Drive. Alright, you'll notice the first tab that's open when you get here is something called Rank Male Players. Now you may have already started this process, that's fine, but if you use this template, you'll see there are going to be some advantages on draft day, some efficiencies that will help out. So you can just go ahead and add in your ranking system, whatever that may be, right? If you've decided to just group players by whatever round, so let's say you've decided like some of these players are round one players and you want to try and draft them around one. Other players are round two players. And some of them are around three players, for example. That's fine. Or maybe you're the kind of person who likes to draft players, all the way through. You've got all these nice tabs in here, which you may or may not already know how to use. Let's say you want to base your decisions on experience, and so you draft it like, okay, so this person's brand new, so you're going to make them, you're going to make them draft number 170 because you don't want to deal with that, and 160, right? You can give them whatever ranks you want. And then you can flip this and go Z to A, and now you can do your elite club players, and maybe you're going to say, oh wow, that Thane Casper guy, right? He's probably way up there. I'm going to put him as, my number two player, number one player. Maybe this person, I know them, and I'm going to call them my number nine player, whatever. Okay, you put all your ranks in there. Great. You can sort this as much as you want. You can play around as much as you want. It doesn't matter because on draft day, you've got this other tab. Now, if you go over here, you're going to find these hidden tabs. Okay, so once you've ranked all your male players, right, and you've ranked all your female players on these two sheets, you can put those away because you're going to get to the Live Draft Updates tab. On the Live Draft Updates tab, so when it's time to do the men's draft, for example, you're going to open this tab up. Don't worry about this. This is just a warning that you're about to open a tab that you shouldn't edit because it's gonna auto edit for you. So you'll see that the rankings I put in have already reorganized these players based on those rankings. And any player that I haven't given a ranking to is just going to go on the bottom, and I think it's in alphabetical order. So you see all the players. If you've ranked all the players, they're all going to be in the order you rank them. Now, so far, this isn't any more exciting than something you could do on your own, but what's exciting is that this is live draft connected. So what that means is, let's say, for example, I am drafting and I'm really excited because it's my turn and I don't know whether I'm going to be able to draft Thane or not because I don't know if he's been drafted. I wasn't paying any attention. Well, if Thane has been drafted, so if whoever's on the Lime team has drafted Thane already, right, he's going to have popped up on the draft. But that also means, if you're using this live template, that he's connected to this spreadsheet, which means he's no longer going to be in your rankings. He's moved all the way to the bottom of the list, out of your way, and he's going to show up here, and it's going to tell you what team he's on. Alright, so if you're looking for a player and you're like, oh no, what happened to Thane? He's right there at the bottom, and he's on Team Lime, and you can move on to the next person on your draft. Okay, so that's going to work for both women and men. This live draft updates tab is going to do that for you. You also have a couple other really nice features built in here. So in addition to the live updates for men and the live updates for women, you've also got this live roster updates tab. So there's rosters. Rosters is going to show you all the players that are on every team so far. So right now they're only captains, obviously. But if you scroll down, you can see the other. There's 16 teams, so there's 8 here and 8 here. The Lime team has Thane Casper on it, right? So as every player gets drafted, these rosters are going to fill up. You're going to be able to see the teams as they build. You'll also see here it says free women and free men, meaning those who have not yet been drafted. This isn't going to be very useful at the beginning of draft, but as the draft goes on, these lists are going to get shorter and shorter. You can see already the men's list is missing one person, and you can just kind of scroll through as if you like to be able to just quickly look through. Hey, who's left? I want to see. That's the rosters tab. Okay. When you're done with the tab, if you don't want to look at that tab and it's in the way, you can leave it there. Or I like to do the hide sheet and just kind of put that away out of my way. You do have also this other cool tab called My Team Details. So if you open up My Team Details, you want to select your team color. So if you are on the lime color and you've already selected some players for your team, you're going to click on lime, right? It's going to show you not only the names of the players, but it's also going to show you all the details of those players. So let's say we're getting later in the draft, you're like, oh, I don't know what I need. I'm not sure if I've drafted enough handlers. Let me go see, right? So we look at throwing. We see Thane. He ranks himself as a 3. He throws to cutters, and therefore, I'm going to decide whether I need more handlers or more cutters or whatever. You also have one more tab here. You probably don't even need to look at this. This is the tab where all the data is being imported. So I would even leave this out. All it shows if you open it up is the full list of all the players, and it's not in any particular order. It's just going to show up as teams get drafted. It's going to show what team they're on, and so again, all that information is on the other tabs already. So you probably don't need to open that one. So just to recap, the main thing you want to do here is before draft day, you want to make sure you rank your female players and rank your male players. And then on draft day, you're going to want to access those live tabs that are going to update things for you. And pretty much that's it. Hopefully this helps everybody. Good luck and happy drafting.